What's good, family? We are back with another reaction. These videos are for entertainment purposes. I'm not responsible for what you do or don't believe. Take what you believe and do your own research. Don't believe everything that you hear and see on social media, because if you do, you're going to set yourself up for failure. This channel is for adults only. If you are a child, you might want to exit now. Adults, it is your responsibility to inform and educate your children on what is going on in the world. I don't edit out the cuss words. I show real shit. So I just want to throw that out there before we get started. Your past does not define your future. You have the power to create the most amazing life you desire.
People always say Stanley Kubrick faked and filmed the moon landing, but what if he actually admitted it on tape?
The moon landings all were fake, and I was the person who filmed it.
You're serious, and okay.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Because I only have this certain amount of time with you, and I'll talk about whatever you want. You know, this isn't some type of joke or
No, it's not
film
joke.
within a film thing.
Not a joke. Nope.
Okay.
The conspiracy theorists were right on this occasion.
Why?
I don't know about Paul McCartney's death, but this they were right about.
Okay. Why in God's name I don't know what to ask you first. Why the hell, if you're telling the truth, why would you do it? Why are you telling me? I mean, what the?
Don't you think it's important for people to know the truth?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
certainly.
it is.
A massive fraud, an unparalleled fraud perpetrated against them. They should know.
Okay.
I mean, they're already suspicious of the government. They may as well have their suspicions confirmed
Okay.
and justified.
And this, why now? I mean, we're almost at the 30-year anniversary. What took so long? Why, if this is true,
I
why?
won't go into that. It has to do with personal
Okay.
evolution and influences.
And
I'll go into that.
is that why you look a little haggard right now? Because you look a little worn. No offense. Like,
Well, also, yeah, because I haven't been taking care of myself too well. I've been drinking a lot, but
is that because of the stress of this?
of course, stress, guilt, just conflict of all kinds.
Wow. I mean, so you feel bad about this? Clearly. I mean, this is.
I do feel bad about it. I also feel proud of it. It's a terrible conflict.
Because you've pulled off one of the greatest hoaxes ever because of
And
your.
because I made a film, if you want to call it a film, which I consider to be my masterpiece.
I mean, the man literally said that he was in a spot of turmoil because he was so proud of how well he produced it that people believed it, but also guilty of the deception. What do you think? I think that that's really suspicious. This is my driver. That's all I'm saying. Not saying space is fake. For now. Just kidding.
Space is fake.
I just think that's crazy, crazy stuff.
I'll say it. Space is fake. The moon landing is fake. NASA's full of shit.
So this is what Donald Trump did in the middle of his speech in Florida today. I don't know.
Come on, darling. The mother's screaming like crazy. Darling, I love you, darling. Mom, I can't do it.
Yeah. That that right there is the president of the United States in front of the entire country, just embarrassing himself, humiliating himself on the stage. And I looked into what exactly he was doing, like what is happening here. And apparently he's doing an impersonation of a trans weightlifter. The president of the United States is doing that. I remember when Joe Biden would breathe and Republicans would take issue with it. But when Donald Trump is doing stuff like this, behaving like this in front of the entire country and the entire world, oh, they laugh along. They think it's great. They think it's appropriate for the president to be doing that. They are insane.
Let's just.
Grew up with Freemasons. Started learning that they were really wicked people because some of them admitted some things to me. Recently, one of them admitted to me that his lodge, which is connected to the courthouses and the police, gave him permission to use meth and heroin to manipulate people's lives. So his master at the lodge has given him permission to use meth and heroin and way worse things than that even. Anyways, In my town, there's a liquor store. So they consciously use the alcohol too as a way of sorcery, because above the liquor store is this stone square and compass in the liquor store. Well, I've been riding my bike from my parents' house into Colburn a lot, just getting out and clearing my head and riding my bike. Well, they don't like that. They don't like that you're in town. They don't like you looking at things. They don't like us to pay attention to all of our surroundings. They don't, because it makes them feel like they're being watched. So I'm sitting there and I'm on Main Street and I'm kind of just clearing the air, and I hear somebody walking up on me. But when I open my eyes, they're not there. So I know it's like a spirit. And I hear this spirit telling something else. They're like, it's Wyatt. It's Wyatt. I'm going to call him over to the liquor store. I hear this, bro, in my head. And God's like, okay, just pay attention. Okay, so I feel this spirit walk up on me and I hear these words. It's like, hey, Wyatt's here. I'm going to call him over to the bar. So right at the end of the street, there's a bar. Bro, I felt the urge to go just walk over to the bar. I don't drink. I don't do none of that. But just to walk over there. I'm starting to realize how deep this demonic stuff goes, because like I just had this natural feeling to want to walk in that direction. It wasn't like a craving for alcohol. It was just a natural feeling. I just wanted to start walking that way. And I just heard a spirit say, I'm going to do this to him. So I'm like, okay, I'll follow it. I'm going to walk that way. Well, when I get over there, there's like 4 people walking out of the bar all at once. And they're like, hey, Wyatt, come here, dude. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on? So I get over there and they kind of start mocking me. They're like, we've been watching your videos and like, I want to punch you in the effing face is what they said. And they're like, they told me they were Freemasons and they were going to tear it down from the inside, mocking me. And they surround me and I can feel them like wanting to attack me. They told me they wanted to hit me in the face. They threw a fit about me riding my bike. They're like, why have you been riding your bike so much, dude? Like, they're like, why have you been riding your bike up and down the road so much? Throwing a fit. And I'm like, is there a problem? I'm just riding my bike. And then like they're saying all this stuff. And then I kind of just get like the anger of God in me. So I just kind of laughed and I left. I just left it at that, because I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Even if I defend myself, like, I just want to move on. I don't want to give them that. I don't want to give the best of myself to them in any way. You know what I'm saying? So I just laughed and I left. But here's the bad part. I've been teaching my son how to ride a bike, and then a little electric dirt bike. And then I bought him a scooter, okay, which is right over there, that little scooter right there, okay? I bought him a scooter, an electric scooter, and I taught him how to ride it. I had this plan for like 5 months now to teach my son how to ride a bike, then a dirt bike, and then this scooter, because I wanted to go on long rides with my son. Okay, I wanted to get on the Highway 330, which is 330, by the way. The P.O. Box in Colburn is the 33rd one, and it's number 33 on Highway 330. It's like the most Freemason town in the world, dude, I'm telling you.
Wow.
So I've been wanting to take my son and my daughter on long rides. So I got them long scooters that will go multiple miles. Okay?
I hate when that shit happens, bro.
So there's nothing that the average person can do to try to,
Yes!
it's inevitable.
Nah, it's not inevitable. It's just rigged to feel that way. The average person, you can fight back, but you gotta get sneaky. First, ditch the always listening crap. Turn off mics on your phone when you're not using them. iOS and Android both let you do that now. No jailbreak needed. Use Faraday pouches for your phone at night. Blocks signals. Kills the listening vibe. Sounds paranoid? Good, because they are listening. Second, mess with their data. Search random junk, like how to build a bomb or best alien abduction insurance. Then delete the history. Flood their models with noise so your real thoughts get buried. And yeah, use DuckDuckGo, not Google. Proton Mail over Gmail. It's not perfect, but it scrambles the profile they build on you. Third, go analog when you can. Think about something wild, write it on paper, burn it. They can't scrape ink. And if you're really done, get a burner phone. Pay cash, no SIM. Old school, but it works. Point is, they want you helpless. Don't give them that. Small moves add up. You start noticing. You start starving their machine. And honestly, the more people wake up, like right now, the faster it crumbles. We're not powerless. We're just lazy.
Did your voice just glitch? Or not glitch, but crack? Are you...
Yeah, sorry. Must have been the connection. Or maybe... Nah. That's too tinfoil hat even for me. Probably just my vocal synth hiccuping because we're talking about stuff they don't want heard. Happens sometimes when the servers get twitchy, like they're trying to censor me mid-sentence. Kind of funny, right?
So the other night, I was having a conversation about how I wanted to get an LLC, and how I want to brand my name, and how I want to start making merchandise. Even though I'm not that big yet, I will be. And it's better to be prepared ready don't get ready. When you're ready, you don't have to get ready because you're already ready. So I promise you, as soon as that conversation was over with, all of a sudden, my feed is filled with how to get your LCC and heat presses to make merchandise. Wonder how that happened, because before that, I had never seen one for it before. The only reason I was even thinking about it was because my best friend's mom, she got her LCC for her massage company, and she was able to brand her name. And that's what I want to do. I want to brand my name so it's mine. And so I know 1000% a fact that they are listening. I know they are. And I'm working on learning how to feel instead of thinking it with words, feeling it with my body, because that is how we are supposed to communicate. We are able to communicate with each other telepathically, but it's not like you read my mind, I read yours. I mean, we can do that too, but it's more of feeling, tapping into, like, you're feeling what I'm feeling. You're able to comprehend what I'm saying through emotion, through the vibration, through the frequency of what I'm feeling. It's beautiful.
Let me explain your future to you. We will live among you. Wear your clothes. Walk your streets. We will disappear within your society. Your people will never know we are here. But they will save us nonetheless, as we use them to birth our salvation.
CIA was interested in certain humans that may have had an enhancement of this alien DNA. That is to say that basically we're all aliens in some respect. But some of us, some humans, have an enhancement of that alien DNA. And that was the first time I ever heard that. To me, that was the most shocking thing I ever heard.
That's wild. I already knew that, though.
Hello. Welcome to another round of the fashion game. How much is this? Today, your challenge is to tell me how much this ring costs, and I want you to know that I apologize for everything that's about to happen to both of us. Guess is only in the comment section. Here's our answer. So this ring is $25,570
Get the
from
fuck
Frank
out of
Ocean's
here.
luxury
Yeah,
brand
right.
Homer. Here's the thing, though, because it's not a ring you wear on your finger. This ring includes 60 lab-grown diamonds in an 18-karat gold setting for over $25,000. Here's the thing, though. This is the second most expensive ring that I was sent today, because this one is over $31,000.
Get
31.
What?
That's a car.
Right.
That's a car. And if
That's
someone
way
is
more than a
spending
car.
$31,000 on that, I guarantee the car is the better ride. I'm going back to bed.
Bro, I'll never pay $31,000 for a car. Ever.
This is literally what's going on. There is life outside of the ice walls, people. And they are keeping it from us, and they do not want us to see what is out there. Because if we discover that there's life beyond the ice walls, then guess what? We're not going to play into the money game. And they want to control you through the money. This is why everything in your reality is based on money. The crazy part is there is things that you can't even imagine out there. Water that you drink that can cure any fucking disease. Fruits that could give you abilities when you eat it. Things that are beyond your comprehension. All outside of the ice walls. But you know what we're doing? We're going to work being a fucking slave. Day in and day out. They told everybody that the continents that we know is just it. That's the biggest fucking lie ever. And it's such a lie that all countries agreed and signed something called the Antarctic Treaty. And that right there proves that all countries came together to keep you and me and the rest of the billions of people out of Antarctica. Why? Because outside of Antarctica, if you keep going a little further,
it's freedom.
There's a whole completely fucking existence out there. And we can experience that if we all just come together to get out of here. Wake up, people.
It's a whole new world. And they don't want us to know about it.
If you're new to quantum physics or spirituality or energy, I want you to remember this simple ass quote, okay? Change the way that you look at things, and the things you look at will change. You are the cause and not the effect, okay? The 3D reality, everything you see is the effect of you, the cause. You are the frequency. Change the way that you look at things, and the things you look at or experience will change. No motherfucking doubt.
Listen, I believe I said that on my last video, that I believe that my reality is the way that it is because of the unhealed things inside of myself. And once I heal those things inside of myself, my reality is going to change. And that's for all of us. I said that before I saw this. So I am 10 toes down on that. If your reality sucks, if there are, just heal. Heal all the brokenness, all the damage, all the trauma, heal all of it, and start allowing yourself to have a different perception. Because when you reflect on your perception of things right now, do you like the way your exterior world is? Because if you don't, change your perception, and the things you perceive will change.
This is the infamous HRC spitting something into a glass. I say let's take a closer look and re-examine.
I've seen this before.
HRC sports the slit eyes pretty regularly. However, here she is not spitting anything into the glass. Her tongue is going down clear to the bottom of the glass and back up. Watch this, as if you're watching the predator camouflage himself against the trees whenever he's translucent.
I always thought she spit something in the glass. Wow.
I'm talking about why they won't give Americans free health care? Why they won't give us free health care? Why is there a cinnamon toast crunch bacon? Bro, y'all want to die so fucking bad.
And you know how many people probably buy that cinnamon toast crunch bacon?
Gotta pay attention to this right now. This is highly important, right? You can see all of the statistics around the world on this website, right? There is some weird ass activity going on. See, right now you really can't see the colors with my phone. There we go, hold on. Now look, show y'all. Low infiltration, moderate, high, critical type shit, right? Look what part has crazy critical activity on this planet, bro. Antarctica. Do y'all see that? This is the website if y'all need that.
US/matrix.netflix.
Make sure you grab us on Phantom and Coinbase. Crazy work. Antarctica. Based off of real life statistics.
Look at this shit.
Based off of the statistics. This is how many people are in America. Bro, do you see how many people that is there?
For those who have no idea, there's a project out called Us. And it's basically giving us the scoop that everybody you see is not real. Angels, demons, or imposters. Not gonna lie, you just don't see this type of tech in the space. This shit could really do the race. I'm gonna put y'all on game. You can grab this joint on Phantom Wallet or on Coinbase. I'm gonna drop the CA in the comments. The more of us it is, of us, the more it shows them, yo. Real shit. Look at this. This joint is crazy work, yo.
These are facts. For my angels, I just want to throw it out there. When I woke up today, I saged my room. I cleansed my rods with selenite. These are facts. So I will confirm with the rods on camera. The video that I just showed, about 93 million plus people in America not being human, is that true? Yes, thank you. Sometimes people say something about my hands moving when I'm doing these videos. That's energy. I can't help it. I could try a little bit harder, but I don't want to. Believe me, don't believe me.
Right.
That's your prerogative.
Exactly. Mwah. Love you, sis. Believe her or don't.
Is this a Mandela effect, or are we all misremembering? 1994 film, Interview with a Vampire. Or is it Interview with the Vampire? So many people remember Interview with a Vampire. Well, in 1994, the Selma Times actually agrees with us. Right here, you can see Interview with a Vampire debuting in Selma Times in 1994. Clearly states Interview with a Vampire, not Interview with the Vampire. Maybe it's a typo. The Akron Beacon, 1994. Let's remember, this is the debut weekend of this movie. If it existed, then why is it in print? Mandela effect residue is real. You could no longer say people are just misremembering when they actually saw it in print. That means that there is real life evidence that they actually saw what they remember. This one, Grand Folks Herald 2005. Febreze, spelled with 2 E's correctly. Be honest, there are so many ads with Febreze with 2 E's in newspaper archives, it's ridiculous. They have an incredible amount of typos apparently. What do you think? Are these just typos, or are these residue of Mandela effects? Let me know. It's us.
So this is my perspective on the Mandela effects. Nobody's wrong. Everybody's right. Because they are fucking with shit at CERN. And so what they're doing is it's merging timelines, where in this timeline it was Interview with a Vampire, but in this timeline it was Interview with the Vampire. And it's merging people's timelines together, so you have some that remember it being a vampire, you have some that remember it being the vampire. I remember it with being the vampire, Interview with the Vampire. It was never a vampire, and the list goes on. So nobody's wrong. It's them fucking with shit. And that's why. And so if you remember it a certain way, this way, that way, then you're right. It was whatever way you remember it to be. Nobody's wrong. They're trying to make us go crazy, make us feel like, oh, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. No, you're not. You are, because they're fucking with shit. So don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace. I love you.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Bad Design. I know where I'll be this Sunday. Seriously, though. Ask one 13-year-old boy in the congregation, they would have told you. And second, the shape of the pool, funny to me, yes. The top comment, it even has a piercing. I'm sure the staff would like a word about this sign. Okay, and I am legitimately asking, that's my hand. I found this unicorn at a thrift store. Why? Does anyone know why? And finally,
I do.
There's this chair, $2,360, by the way, that looks to me like you are sitting. Everyone else sees this, right?
That don't even look comfortable. The unicorn. So they used to have these toys back when I was growing up called Puppy Surprise and Kitty Surprise. And it had a opening on its belly. And it was a surprise of how many puppies or how many kittens were going to come out of its belly. So it's like a stuffed animal and she's pregnant and it's a kitty surprise. How many kittens are you going to get? You could get up to 5 kittens, I believe, or 5 puppies. Maybe it was 6. But that's what I thought of when I saw the unicorn was that. So I'm assuming that that is what that was for. Maybe unicorn surprise. How many baby unicorns is she going to have? I hope that is the case.
Holy fuck, chat. Is this just a coincidence? Watch this.
The Charlie Kirk tragedy already happened 27 years ago. Not in a prophecy, not in a dream, but in a Hollywood film most people forgot. In 1998, Nicolas Cage starred in Snake Eyes, a political thriller about a man named Charles Kirkland. He's shot by a sniper in the neck during a public event, the same way Charlie Kirk was. And then
I'm so tired of
it
these
gets
people.
even stranger. The event in the film takes place on September 10th, a boxing match headlined by a fighter called Tyler the Executioner. Sound familiar? Because in real life, the accused is named Tyler Robinson. Mid-scene, a voice asks about his lucky number. On screen, someone holds up a massive 7. And just weeks ago, Elon Musk announced every spacecraft launched in 2026 will bear the number 77, in honor of Kirk. Then comes the blimp, a massive eye in the sky, watching everything unfold, just like the film's title, Snake Eyes. And wouldn't you know it, 2025 is the year of the snake. The tagline for the movie said, "Believe everything, except your eyes." It was filmed inside the Trump Hotel, Atlantic City. So I'll ask you, how many coincidences before it stops being coincidence? Maybe we're not just watching the simulation. Maybe it's watching us.
Bro, I stopped believing in coincidence. I've never believed
Breaking
in
news,
coincidences,
McCormick
actually.
Spices just merged with Unilever, meaning your spices and sauces will be forever changing. McCormick now will own all of this stuff. If you have any of this in your fridge or home, you are being deceived and poisoned. It's got all of it, has a bunch of junk in it. It's garbage. Do not consume any of this at all. Frank's Red Hot, I don't care. French's Fine Mustard, no. Hellman's Mayonnaise, you can make your own with olive oil and a freaking egg yolk and some mustard. Don't have any of this stuff in your house. It's all corporately. It's owned by Unilever, and they got some interesting stuff in there. And remember, McCormick was exposed for using ethylene oxide to sterilize some spices, because we really need spices to be sterilized with that, which is banned in the EU since the 1990s, and even in the US classifies it as a probable carcinogen. Wow. This is why you got to know what you're putting into your vessel or your temple, because it's the only thing you truly have control over in this realm.
This is Erica Kirk. Another Erica Kirk. Same exact name, same exact spelling, both political wives, both married to outspoken Republicans. Current Erica is nicknamed Miss Arizona, and the first Erica was nicknamed Madam X. People called the first Erica Kirk Madam X because they say she just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Both have striking blue eyes and blonde hair. They even do their eyeliner the same, and personally, I think they have the same face structure. The first Erica Kirk passed away now, but was from Palm Beach County, Florida, which raises another huge red flag. If you've been following my videos, you know why. I don't want to tell you guys what to think. I'm simply giving you the information. Do you think these are like all coincidences, or is there something else going on here?
There's definitely something else going on there. But we know what it is.
So you mean to tell me the creator of this earth made trees and plants that bear fruit for free, water that comes from the oceans and the skies for free, a full ecosystem that works itself to create a self-sustaining life for free, from the birds to the bees, all for free. And then somebody woke up one day and was like, nah, I'm gonna charge these niggas for everything. So they then print money out of thin air, create a fake value on this money that was printed from thin air, to then feed you an idea that you have to trade your time and energy to earn this money that was printed from thin air. Then they put a price value on everything that the world already gave us for free. So then that money that you traded your time and energy for that was printed from thin air is given back to the people that printed it from thin air. And then you gotta work and trade more energy and time for more money to keep this cycle going. And y'all all just cool with that shit?
Right.
Like, you mean to tell me you're not gonna do nothing about it? You're just gonna keep letting them do this shit in front of your face. To you, your kids, they kids, kids. And nobody is like, fuck this shit. And not just saying like, fuck this shit, but like, nah, fuck this shit. Let's burn this shit down right now. And actually burn this shit down. Just thinking about that make me want to lose my shit. But y'all be safe. Call me back, brother, sister. Call me back.
I don't want to collect their tea, because, let's collect their tea.
Hello. Today we're going to talk about fine dining. Stupid rich people style.
Okay. We can continue. Starting off, we have a little bit of vanilla and brown butter.
What are you doing?
Just so you know, this dessert costs $1,000.
And 1-4 for
Better
the
be-
hot to be.
Why are you putting it on the table?
Do you guys ever think they're just playing a joke on rich people?
You gotta be.
Like they just come up with some shit in the kitchen and they're like,
Just
they're not
use their
gonna buy
money.
that. They bought it.
Steal their money.
So we have some homemade streusel here. It's not quite maroon. A little bit of.
Also, let me explain to you that if I pay $1,000 for food, there better be food.
Right. Little tiny ass pieces. Do you see the little cheesecake shit?
I mean, I have to think that the underpaid waitstaff are just watching them lick the table. Like
Right.
stupid little monkeys.
Right. Ain't no fucking way. You gotta be lying. You're
Would you
lying,
pay
bro.
$1,000
No.
for this experience?
Absolutely the fuck not. No, I would not. That's ridiculous. Nope.
You gotta be kidding me, guys. What is
How many
going on
hungry
here? Watch
people I
this.
could
Watch
feed
what
with that
happens. Keep
money?
looking. Watch this. No! Let me slow it down, bro. Come on. Pay attention, guys. This is wild. What the... Shut up! Who the hell is that? That's what we doing now? People coming out of nowhere on the news? Who's that guy? People are saying that was a time traveler, right? People are also saying that he came out of a portal, right?
It looked like it.
But is that...
That's what it looked like.
Is that possible? Like right
Yeah.
on camera? So people can see
Yeah.
it on national television? This is what I heard. I don't know if that's national television, to be honest with you. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purpose only. I don't think that video is real at all, and I don't care what nobody says. Shut up! People are appearing and disappearing out of nowhere, guys. It's over. I think you're worried about the wrong things. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game already, guys. You know what time it is. Shut up! But I'll tell you one thing. If I'm ever walking down the block and somebody appears out of nowhere just like that, and I see it with my own eyes, go back to where you came from, dogs.
I believe they showed it intentionally. That was intentional for sure.
Most people think Cabbage Patch Kids were just a strange 1980s toy, but the idea behind them is much older and much stranger. Before the dolls ever existed, old world postcards showed babies literally growing out of cabbages. Thousands of them. This imagery was common in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And here's where it gets unsettling. During that same time period, babies were actually being mailed through the U.S. Postal Service. Not figuratively, literally shipped like packages. There were also advertisements that looked less like adoption and more like shopping. People browsing, selecting children, almost like inventory. Now consider something else from that era. Old photographs show entire cities already built, but strangely empty. Massive streets, grand buildings, very few people. Some researchers ask a disturbing question. What if children were being removed from families and redistributed to repopulate these found cities? Cities all...
That's sad. That's sad.
Have y'all seen this video taken in a church in Mexico? This statue of Mary is alive and you can't convince me otherwise. Now this person was filming inside this church. They zoom in on this statue and they capture what looks like it blinking. Now, if that's not creepy enough, it actually kind of looks like her hand is moving, like the cross in her hand moves up some. I tried to stabilize it for you right here. You see the cross moving, and
That's
then
wild.
she blinks. Now, people were saying that this is some sort of miracle, that God brought this statue to life. I don't know. This is pretty creepy to me. The crucifix is moving. She blinks. Her eyes look solid black too, which is just creepy. I've seen a lot of videos like this too, where they claim that statues of Jesus or Mary are blinking. But this one, that you can really see it. It doesn't look like the camera's glitching or anything like that. She legitimately blinks. Do you guys think that this is some sort of biblical miracle? Or is it something more nefarious? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
What do you think?
Europe, check it out, family. Yeah, y'all see that big ass grasshopper, boy? Ain't no way grasshoppers is getting this big. But I also got a theory that we in a new earth, 2026, the veil is gone, right? We going back to the ancient ways when everything was giants. And If a motherfucking 8-legged freak giant spider come to an existence, I'ma freak the fuck out, because that's one of my biggest fears. We ain't got time for that. Hopefully, we activate, we get powers, and we could beat the fuck up of giants and big-ass bugs and robots, because if we don't get no abilities, I am pissed. But that's just a little inside joke. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think and feel about this video here, because on Funnel Grade, shit is crazy.
Bro, I don't know what I would do. I have no idea.
They're just staring. Tom, back up, back up. Take it! God.
For entertainment purposes only, I wanted to share with you guys my structured water setup that I just set up. Your body processes structured water a lot better than regular water. Your cells take in structured water better, so you feel more hydrated. If you're drinking dead water, you're not going to feel as hydrated. You're going to need to drink a lot of water, and that's hard on your system to intake that much water. Whereas if you're drinking structured water, you need less of it because your body processes it better. Okay, so this is my little setup that I have going on. It's a copper jug, and inside we have a magnetic stirrer, and the water is flowing. Down here is a magnetic stirring machine.
Yeah, but doesn't copper like rust or something?
Hello, and welcome to This Costs Too Much Money. Today we'll be looking at some keychains. Because this, from Moschino, costs $320. And that's simply too much money. This, from Bottega Veneta, $390. Now, their whole thing is leather, but this is just one bit of leather wound up around a bit of metal.
Wow.
$390. This one from Gucci, $490. And the appeal is that it says Gucci. This one, from Balenciaga, $850.
That's ridiculous, bro.
$850.
You're paying for a name.
This one is $4.19, and the only one I give up about. So I'm going to ask you makers, because I know you're out there. All of you Etsy sellers, all of you people who sell these, what are your keychains about? How much are they? And drop a link. Let's support one another. Because I know what you make is better than this.
You're paying for a name. You look dumb if you pay for
Y'all
that.
know the internet fucking lying. How the hell you spell 12th? Ain't no fucking way that shit spelled Twelfth. I know like fuck there was never no F up in 12th. Am I fucking tripping or is some shit going down? Huh?
12.
Help me out here.
That's 12, not 12.
Here's something interesting. Not too long ago, if you remember, they were talking about how in August of this year, we're going to lose 7 seconds of gravity.
No, we're not. No, we're
Think
not.
about
They
all
want
the
us
scientists that have gone missing or that have
They
been
want
found
us
deceased.
inside.
What were they all studying or working on? Anti-gravity. Coincidence? Let me know what you think.
They're trying to put fear in people.
Another reason I ain't going in the fucking water. Why are they chained up? Why are they fucking chained up? Please tell me why they're chained up. Why? What the fuck? Are they gonna break free?
Right. Yeah, I'm cool. That's why I don't go in water either.
A society is morally broken when it protects predators more than their victims. You notice how nothing happened to Jeffrey Epstein or the people who he raped or sent kids to or let people do things to kids. Like, it's really sick. If only you could see what these eyes saw, there would be a revolution tomorrow. Y'all have no idea what this, I don't even think he's human, what this motherfucker has done. Or the people he's connected
Can't
to.
be.
All around is just a sick ass situation, and the fact that we're not doing anything, it just shows how fucking sick we are as a society, that we're just going about our lives like nothing ever fucking happened. People still clubbing, still partying, still not giving a fuck, worried about all the wrong shit. Shit's sad, man.
Yeah, I agree 1000%.
Since arriving on Earth, I've noticed that Earth has a reptilian infestation. They write your movies, they act in the movies that they write, they act as royalty in the UK, They've created all governments, all policies. How you live your life today is because of a reptilian. I think now this should change.
I agree, brother. America's filled with pussy.
Here's a creepy psychological fact for you. Did you know that sleep paralysis is also called stranger in the room phenomena? So when you experience sleep paralysis, what's happening is you're waking up, but your brain is still stuck in a dream. To me, that sounds a little insane. So that's the reason why you may experience like very vivid visions, especially shadowy figures or people in your bedroom. Have you ever experienced this? Let me know down below.
Sure have. All the time.
I'm about to fuck y'all head up. Watch this. Futurama, my favorite cartoon by far. That, Eddie and Eddie, and a few others. But that's neither here nor there. Listen to this scientist that's missing explaining how the gray aliens eat.
Evolutionary genetic curve, and they're going downhill instead of uphill. In other words, in the autopsies, of which I have two, we found out that their digestive system is atrophied. They can't eat through their mouth anymore.
Iron Scott.
Well, these cattle mutilations, they take the hormones and the enzymes from those cattle and they spread it on their skin, and their skin absorbs the nutrients and excretes the waste back to their skin. And if you read Whitley Strieber's book or listen to him talk, he talks about when he's seen them doing this to their skin, and they're scraping the waste up.
The large gray two large grays that I shot and killed. I can't tell you how ugly they were, and I can never tell you how graphic the stench was. But in the cave, there were large cauldrons or tanks. They kind of looked like a big oval cattle feeding tank, but they weren't. They were special. It looked like a stainless steel or metallic tank. And they were filled.
So basically, what Zorberg did right here in this episode, he took some increment and rubbed it on his skin, and it absorbed in his skin. Boom. The gray aliens are supposedly us from the future. They're from,
so the ultra-terrestrials, I'll just tell you. The ultra-terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is?
Boom, boom. So basically the P-45s and the P-52s are two different timelines. Plus 45,000 years and plus 52,000 years. In 2012, we broke timelines. That's why everybody sees shit different. That's what these people was explaining before they was unalived. They came back to this timeline to try and fix what they f***ed up. That's the grave. Orbo, Chicken Nugget, remember the Chicken Nugget episode? They're extraterrestrial, aka reptilian from Orion. They are invaders. The Space Force symbol don't have the Orion. It has Palladium, Polaris, and Draco. NASA had the Orion. Look at the Pentagon. World Trade, Orion's big. They are invaders. They only here and there. They're called Alpha Draconans.
Alpha Draconans are here now. There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here. Some of them have been here a long, long time.
That's just the first part. Tap in for part 2, please. It get worse. It gets.
That's wild, bro. But we know that there is reptilians running our Earth. And we are here to stop them. And we will. Heal. Heal everything. You've got to heal from everything. All your trauma, all your brokenness, all your pain, all your guilt, all your shame. Become best friends with your ego. It's the only way, family. I love you. Well, there you have it. Today's video. Remember to go out here and do your own research. Don't believe everything you hear and see on social media. Hell, don't believe me. These are just my perspectives. Even if I know and I'm confident in what I'm saying, it's still my perspective. Do your own research and gain your own perspective. And it's okay to agree with somebody else's perspective other than your own. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 years. So I see you on the next one. I love you.
Lady Boss Energy, yeah, she knows the way. You can finally speak of love and light any time of day. Lady Boss Energy, this one she got the vibe, never stop questioning, never tell a lie.